Well, we're back once again to Jackson Field here in North Spokane as Lewis and Clark knocks off Central Valley tonight 6-1 as they come away with the victory, and got exceptional pitching tonight from Jimmy Reed, and now a chance for us to visit with a member of the Lewis and Clark coaching staff. And Coach, first of all, congratulations on a big victory, and also talk a little bit about your starting pitcher there in Jimmy Reed.
Well, no, you know, Jimmy's been our ace the whole year. I mean, we had a rough stretch where we were a one-horse team, and he's carried us through the whole year. And he just came out, hit spots, and just threw well again. He's just consistently good. So he's just been great for us all year.
I think one of the things that I was really impressed with is just kind of the composure he brings to the mound. Whether he's working in a 1-2-3 inning or whether he's in a bases-loaded jam, he seems to have that same demeanor on the mound.
Yeah, no, he scared me a little bit at the end, got a little wild, started falling behind hitters. But no, he stays composed out there. He's a tough kid.
Has to help him that he gets an early lead. You guys have a big second inning. You bat around and you pick up 4 runs, some awfully hard hit balls. I didn't talk about your offense tonight.
Yeah, just timely hitting. I think it was 1-2-3, really clutched up for us. And the 4-hitter Santos was good. Almost ran us out of the inning there at the plate, but it was good. They played well. They came to play today. They wanted it.
Pretty solid game from start to finish. Talk a little bit about your opponent, Central Valley. A couple pretty good teams here, and I know the postseason not that far down the road. So was this kind of a little postseason test before the postseason begins?
Yeah. Well, looking at what we've got ahead, it's going to be us, CV, U High, and Shadle most likely for the top 4. And I mean, we're going to have to go through them or U High if we want to do anything down the stretch. And I think this is the first time in the past 2 or 3 years that we beat them in summer ball. We beat them in the GSL season, but I don't think we beat them in Legion ball. So it was a good win.
I guess last couple things I got for you. First of all, talk about your team as you do get ready for the postseason. What do you like most about your team, and is there anything that maybe you'd like to see do a little bit better?
Well, what we'd like to see do better is have a better 2, 3, and 4 pitching. Like I said earlier, right now we're a one-horse team. We got to have guys step up. But, yeah, no, it's just a good group of kids. They play together. Every one of them's got each other's back. And they'll fight for each other, and that's what you need.
Anything else lying ahead on your schedule? I know you got some tough league games. Any tournaments, or are you all done with tournaments?
We're done with tournaments. We were down in Pullman this last weekend. It didn't go so good. But, no, we got Shadle Friday. That'll be a big game. But and a couple double headers that we got to take care of.
Well, heck of a game here tonight. Congratulations on the win.
All right, thank you.
Drew Harper joining us here on the post-game show. We'd like to thank him as, again, Lewis and Clark knocks off Central Valley by a final score of 6-1. Jimmy Reed goes the distance tonight, gives up just the 1 run on 6 base hits. Lewis and Clark would score 4 runs batting around in that second inning. Tacked on 2 more in the 4th. Then Central Valley with a bases-loaded opportunity in the 6th. They would get 1 run in that 6th inning, but that is all that Jimmy Reed would allow. Looked like a start to something in the 7th with runners at 1st and 2nd, but really anytime Central Valley started to show a notion of getting some offensive life, there to squeeze the life out of them was Jimmy Reed tonight, Boyd.
Yeah, absolutely. Reed pitched a heck of a game. I got to give it up to LC's D, though, too. A couple of times when CV had it going, their D, particularly their third baseman, stepped up and made a couple just great plays. Well-played game by LC. Not a badly played game by CV. They just ran up against Reed tonight.
Yeah, for CV, they're a team that I'm sure can bounce back. They've got some more important league tests, and you heard the LC coach talk about their matchup with Shadle Park coming up on Friday. Of course, Shadle Park 11-1 winners over Riverside tonight, so really the cream starting to rise to the top in some of this Legion baseball, especially on the junior side of things, and it's going to make for an exciting finish to the league season and an exciting postseason.
No, absolutely. We're delighted how the season's gone, that we've got some real depth in the league, and I think the playoffs is going to be a battle royale.
Well, I got to tell you, it's been a while since we've actually completed a game with one another. I mean, we've started games, we've had them interrupted, and then finished off due to weather. We actually We saw a final out and a final inning here together, Boyd, tonight.
I was just assuming the baseball gods didn't know I was here because they allowed us to finish.
Well, it was a pleasure once again, Boyd. Thanks for all of your work, and we'll try and do it again before the season wraps up, I'm sure.
Well, if it don't rain.
All right. There you have it. Boyd Blake.
Radio.
Joining us, we'd like to thank everybody along the way for tonight's broadcast. Also, Drew Hoper, the LC coach, who came up to visit as well. Again, LC gets a complete game victory from Jimmy Reed. Really the story tonight, although had some help. Obviously some great defense and some offensive support as well, as they scored 4 in the second, 2 in the fourth. And the Tigers come away with a 6-1 victory over the Bears here tonight. That is going to do it for us. It's also going to wrap up the week as far as our Legion coverage. We'll be back at you next week with some more Legion baseball. Again, check out the website, SpokaneALB.com. You can take a look at the radio schedule there, and you can also listen to the games live on the Internet, or, of course, you can tune in and listen to them on 1230 KSBN. Speaking of KSBN, a big thanks once again to Brad, who's been putting in some long hours and some overtime with Legion baseball over the last week. We'd like to thank him for all of his hard work as the chief engineer back inside the studios. I also would like to thank all of our sponsors. Without their support, we could not bring you the games. Our final thank you, of course, belongs to you, the listeners. We thank you for tuning in and supporting Legion baseball. That's going to do it for us. Again, Lewis and Clark knocks off one of their big rivals, Central Valley, tonight. Final score is 6-1 in Junior Legion baseball. Until next week, Steve Grubbs hoping your weekend goes well as the rest of the week, and we'll talk to you next week from here at AK Jackson Field. Again, the final, 6-1, LC over Central Valley. And that will wrap it up for tonight on this Legion baseball broadcast.
Thank you for listening to